So then what inspired you to teach?
Yeah, I think the kind of common answer is, yoga had done so much for me. I wanted to give back, and there's truth in that. But if I really dig into it, I just wanted as much as possible. Essentially, like once I started practicing in a studio space and actually making a community of friends and allies in the yoga community, it shifted from something really personal and more philosophical to something really embodied, and it created this thirst in me for a desire to practice more, to teach, to go to kirtan, to visit ashrams, to go to yoga potlucks, and just be around the community and like soak up every ounce of the experience of being in yoga I could. So teaching was essentially just another part of that bigger catalyst, wanting to kind of be a part of keeping the tradition alive and passing it on. But I think the biggest draw was just like, I want as much of what we're calling yoga in my life, which was the philosophy and then the asana and then the people and then how all of those things give my life more meaning and fulfillment, and they all work me in different ways, right? When I sit and reflect on meaning of consciousness in life is different than when I practice asana and go for a jog, and dance is different than when I'm spending time with community and building relationship and sometimes butting up against each other and polishing each other's rough edges. So there was this thirst that got I guess my palate got wet with how much the practice was filling me up, and I just wanted more. And so teaching was essentially another way to have more of my time spent in this realm of what we're calling yoga.
And as we know, we're always the student and the teacher within. So I love when you have jumped into the practice to guide and teach, that it's also expanded, that you also teach a Thai massage class. So you want to share a little bit about that?
Yeah, it's really kind of mirrored when you were talking about Yogananda and some of these classic teachers in the past 100 years, Iyengar and Patabi Joyce, that brought asana to the West too. There was a transition 100 years ago, approximately, where teachers realized that they could have a wider impact if they started teaching classes rather than private one-on-one with students. And the Thai massage class was kind of a similar motivation in that I'm a Thai massage practitioner and I can only work on one body at a time. However, I've taught classes where people are paired up. I've taught classes up to 400 people, meaning half of them, 200 people, are getting body work at any given moment. And so similarly to like how yoga has grown into a classroom setting, bringing the massage practice into a classroom setting really allows a broader impact. Could have hundreds of people with no formal training in body work, even though of course we all know how to touch, right? Because it's our
Mm-hmm.
first language. It's this opportunity for people to be able to be led and pass a practice on of touch and massage and body work to other beings. So it's really empowering to see the practice ripple out. There's this kind of this feeling of like I have hundreds of hands in the room when I see all the humans loving on
Yes.
the other 50%. It's one of the most like inspiring and breathtaking and joy creating experiences I have. Yeah, thanks for asking about that.
Yeah. And the photo that I'll put up again here, it's showing the impact that being able to teach to a multitude of individuals that are looking for that connection. And so when you partner people up, it's a wonderful way. And as you said, like our primordial way of being interfacing with the world and in life is to have touch in addition to taste and sight and all the other multi-sensory ways. And so, yeah, I'm grateful in this photo. I got to play my music for this experience. And so many people, as we recognized during and after the practice, just had a blissful look on their faces. And yeah, it's our birthright
Well,
to be
yeah,
connected.
and that photo it demonstrates something that I think most yogis know about the asana practice. Like when you're on your own mat, yes, you're in this collective, but you're also really in your own body and practice. And what that image shows is kind of the same with these dyads, is there's this whole like space full of hundreds of people, and every one of them is really spending this one-on-one time dropped in their private experience. So that was a blast to do with you, and it was a next level experience to have the DTO soundscape backing up the Thai massage practice. So thanks for that memory.
Yes. And we have a comment. Someone just jumped in and wrote, that's what I love about live streaming. You get all these fresh comments. So hybriding with movement and touch is so magical.
Hybriding. Yeah, yeah. To expand too, because yoga can be very specific. Like, well, we do yoga in here. And it's like, well, to me, yoga asana practice anyway is bandhas, drishti, and breath. And so for me, I can bring that practice into massage. I can bring that into weightlifting or riding a bike. It's the way that we're embodying ourselves. And so this hybridization of like, yeah, let's draw from different schools of practice to really say yes to everything that's effective. Thank you.
Yeah.